One of my favorite things to do is to walk down a dirt road and discover something interesting like this. And if you look down here, there's a bunch of little hymenopterans, bees or wasps buzzing around. These look like bees, and I'll bet you they're hibiscus bees. Some of these tunnels have little collars around them, and I think that's indicative of that group. Boy, there are a bunch of them in here. And what these guys are doing, I think, is they're digging holes in the ground, little chambers. They're pupal chambers. And what they're doing is collecting a ball of pollen and nectar. And they're sticking this down in the hole, and then they're laying an egg on it. And then what can happen is the egg can hatch, and the larva can then feed on the pollen until it gets big enough to pupate and emerge. Really, really neat stuff. And here is a really neat little chamber. You can see that collar on it. Here's one that looks like he's coming out of the chamber. Boy, they're good diggers. And I love that wonderful buzzing sound. You can see all the excavation here. Of course, these chambers are pretty deep. So what they're having to do is bring water. This is very hard. So I think what they're doing is bringing water with them and softening up the dirt so that they can dig. You know, these are pretty big bees. They look about the size of a small bumblebee. They're even bigger than a honeybee. Pretty big for, you know, some of these burrowing bees. Boy, must be a big one that lives in that hole. They're really inoffensive. They don't seem like they're interested in me at all. Now I think I know why these hibiscus bees are here. Very close to here is something I want you guys to see. So I walked right down the road and into the woods a little bit, into this little wetland, and man, look at the hibiscus flowers. There are a bunch of them in here. I love that association. Of course, we find the hibiscus bee, but you can't have the hibiscus bee if you don't have the native hibiscus plant that it needs for pollen.